let's put it this way. Afrobeat is like that girl that some guy just used to hump. When she started getting boobs, like so when she hit 20, you start humping out 20. Now she's 30. She's a whole. Every guy has been in there. That's how it's started.
And I know they're gonna ban
it's over an hour. Let's go.
I know they're gonna ban us, and I know you want to sign off, but we can't just sign off without one of the guys that started the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like we have to basically do it. Like we have to. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. We have to.
We are suddenly stepping in up there and loving me.
We have to.
I can feel the fingers rubbing me. She's calling me.
Some of these kids might not even know what this is about.
And all this happens suddenly.
It was like, it was like Timbaland and any other artist that was making.
See the girls them like me, because they give them the cocomycin.
Anyway, people, since this man don't want to sign off, I'll sign up for
Wahaala Boy basically took the place of the band. That's what it is right there.
No, the band is out here doing gospel, people. So.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's got a gospel track out. Well, I think it sounds like a gospel track to me.
But he's rich enough not to do that.
It's not about being rich enough. He killed his own legacy, which is sad anyway.
No,
it's a really sad situation.
I mean, he's probably the one that pushed the envelope, so Wahaala Boy can go to the Grammys.
Nobody, I don't even care about the Grammys anyway. Look, this one. No, but look, you see.
The guy that first go through always get
it's not about the first. You see, we had this.
The first.
We had this notion, which we still do, especially when you talk to the actors and actresses and the producers and the directors in Africa. Most of them will always go, Oscars or some bullshit like that. And then for the music, it's stupid.
Why would you say it's
stupid? People in Bollywood, right? Bollywood actors and actresses, their dream. It's not the Oscars.
They get to go to the Oscars though.
Very few occasions. As a matter of fact,
but they do get.
No, like they don't. As a matter of most Indian movies don't come there.
Yeah, but
they still have the biggest they make more movies. They still have big stars and everything. You go to the Chinese movie industry, they do their own thing.
That's a different conversation because when we talk about that and you talk about the population, it's a different conversation.
I'm not talking in terms of population control.
In terms of movie industry,
my guy,
thriving in India,
my guy,
that a movie industry thriving in Nigeria.
Nigeria industry already produces and is worth a lot. $1 billion. As a matter of fact, even the UN was talking about how, was encouraging the government. And during Goodluck Jonathan's time, the government tried to, help make it a proper industry and regulate it and whatnot. That's a whole different ballgame. The point I'm trying to make to you is just Nigeria alone.
He regulates something that's not structured.
Well, that's where governments get involved. But the point is usually governments are terrible anyway. You could easily do that. But the point is usually governments are terrible. That's why I don't want to go there. But the point I'm trying to make is Nigeria alone was 1 billion, right?
Yeah.
Ghana just 30 million people. We all know how good Nigerian movies are dominating in West Africa and even abroad as well, right? For the African nations and stuff like that. So all I'm trying to say is this.
You see the significance.
All I'm trying to say is imagine, right, the efforts that people are trying to, and do to try and get into the Oscars. They were just trying to use that to just dominate West Africa.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how good, and we're not bad. How great our movie industry will be and those kind of stuff. And if you look at even our music, right? When the band did not get recognized when he started doing music with foreigners. You understand the point I'm trying to make? The band got recognized because he was doing music for our people. The point I'm trying to make is you look at what I'm saying, it was a good music sells itself. You look at Angela Kudjo, right? Angela Kudjo won a Grammy. Nobody hooking up with foreign artists.
Okay, now you're talking about a different conversation, which we're going to discuss later.
Educator won, you got even Chaka Chaka. You got even your own Fela Kuti.
We get it.
All I'm saying is,
we get it. We're going to
stop
discuss this later.
trying to, kiss ass abroad and trying to do this. This was killing the game. This was, doing this nonsense.
Killing the game.
It is anyway. It's a sad thing. Look, now you listen to the music and, Patapaa had a record. You want me to really go on?
But come on, it's always been done over time. There's always that
No,
that record
no,
that comes out
no.
that you don't know.
Nobody nobody pays much attention to those records.
No, actually, those records did.
No.
That's why they call it one hit wonder, right? You come up with a track. We know you're not good, but the track is good.
Nobody.
For the moment.
Let me
roll with
let
it,
me.
and that's it. It's
You're not listening to what I'm saying. Look, Vanilla Ice here had Ice Baby. Okay, it was a
that
big
was it
track.
for him.
No, I'm not talking about what it was it for him. It was a big track, but nobody in hip hop or rap, no credible, rap source like the radio stations, the magazines, or the biggest stores were taking Vanilla Ice. At Vanilla Ice's peak, you were never gonna see Vanilla Ice and Snoop Dogg and NWA and all these people on the same stage.
You probably will.
No, it's never there.
No,
and that's why he as much as he moaned about that. He said he had one of the hottest tracks, and nobody was giving him credit for being a good rapper because he had a number one track.
Not a rapper.
There we go. Now, Patapaa, for instance,
Patapaa
is sharing stages with.
Like it's not even enough. You can't go Patapaa an African.
You're not getting the point. I'm talking
I
about
get
the
your point,
stage
but
he's
that's what I'm
sharing with
saying.
these people,
No, but-
and that's the shame anyway.
Yeah, because of the way we think about this stuff. It's different. It's because of the way, like, let's not dive into that because that's a different mentality.
Let's wrap up a
It's a
little.
different conversation. But I get your point. But I don't think there's anything wrong with aspiring to go to Oscars, for example. I don't think there's anything wrong with aspiring to go to the Grammys, for example. I just think the way in which you want to get there, that's what I think is wrong. And that's what we'll probably need to discuss. Because most of these artists and actresses and actors and musicians, they think they have to put their hand out for something to get handed to them. When, if you go back in the past, like what you said, Fela Kuti, he didn't. Are you kidding me? The guy did whatever he did, and they just said, dude, we recognize the fact that your stuff is good. Yes, a Grammy. Yes, come over. Shaka Shaka, the same thing. They gave it to them, not because of those people saying, I want it. Those people probably didn't even know it existed. They just came to them and be like, well, guess what? You've been invited to an event in America. What's the event? Oh, it's the Grammys. Oh, okay, I'll show up. That's probably the way those people probably knew that those kind of events existed. But the difference nowadays is we dream of going there, which is nothing wrong with. But the way in which we want to get there is like, that's what we probably need to discuss and address. Because when people like Davido goes on BT and go, well, come to Africa, eat our food, do whatever. That's like begging for recognition when you don't need to do that. You really don't. Like you Davido, you huge. If these people don't know about you, what you need to do is get them to go, listen, I'm Davido, I've arrived. Find out about me. That's what you needed to do, but you didn't do that. So the way in which we used to get to these events is what the problem is. But come on, if you want to be the best, you have to be among the best. And if these people think America is where the best are, then they should aspire to get there. But the way in which they do
As
that,
you said,
that's where we need to
but then that's the thing though. As you said, if these people think America is the best, and that's where the problem lies. If you do your shit, and then somebody says, I think you are the best, and I give you something, to me, this is why I think. I think your aim. Let's say you're a Nigerian artist, right? Your aim is to be the best artist in Nigeria. Then
first.
Then if
Then you take
if it spreads to West Africa, it spreads to Africa, and then wherever it goes to is where it goes to. But we got people.
Well, you can have dreams of taking over the world with your music.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but as you said,
no.
you know what I'm saying. As you said, dreams of taking over the world, but then it's not about the awards. It's about saying no. It's about saying look. It's like what
it probably does.
There's a nice
award because it's recognition that your work is good enough for the world.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's not that award, like the Grammys, for instance. Yeah. It's not a recognition by the people. It's a recognition by a body.
Yeah, which means if the body recognizes you.
No, by that body. But the body usually co-signing you.
It brings your status from where you are to a lot higher.
But that's the point I'm trying to make. And that's where, even like Kanye at some point had an issue with some of these award shows. Yeah, the point is
mental breakdown on TV.
He didn't have a mental breakdown. He just said the truth. I'm talking about the Beyonce one.
Yeah, I know.
The Beyonce tell you he wasn't having a mental breakdown. We're just telling the truth. The point is this here.
George Bush don't care about black people.
That's not a mental breakdown. It was true. George Bush don't give a shit. Like the point is this here.
The way would you do it though?
No. It's just being real. The point is this here. At the end of the day, right, it's the fans that count. And that's like what you said about the numbers, right?
Yeah, but really
look, Damian Marley said one thing. Go on.
Do you really think Afrobeat artists care about fans? Do you really think that? Do you really think they go out here making songs for fans?
They do, but because no,
I don't think so.
I will tell you why I think they do. The problem is this: they do, but because the fans are so cheap. I.e., we don't demand anything. No, because they know any mediocre thing will do. Because we've seen some of them when they start getting ignored by their fans when they start trying to do the right thing.
No, but that's what I'm saying to you. Like, they don't care about fans because
they don't even know how to care about fans. That's the point I'm trying to make. Because the fans come so easy and so cheaply that it's like
because
whatever.
Us as fans that listens to this particular type of music, we get so excited about it. Why? Because now it's cool to be African. Outside Africa.
True.
So therefore, we don't even scrutinize what an artist is giving to us now. The only way we scrutinize it is by how many people just like me are listening to this person or are enjoying this song. So if let's just say in a room of 30 people, 20 people go, whoa, yeah, that's my song. The other 10 goes, well, I guess it must
that's our song.
I guess it must be. So that's our song. That's my jam. Like when you look at it, and that's what we use to measure music, which is why when you're talking about content in Afrobeat, it's non-existent. Because as fans, we don't want much. We never did. We just want to dance. That's all we hear about.
But we did though. We did one much.
We did. And the reason why it looks to us like we did was because the people that were doing it then, they ignored everything else. Because if you were a musician back then, in the days of Star Plus, you were broke. Period. This thing don't make any money. That's just what it is. You don't even go on shows. You get lucky if they invite you for a birthday party and you have to pay. But even that, maybe you do the MC with it. That's what they invite you for the event. But now, you're talking about artists commanding, $20,000 per show? Like, I remember the days when Whiskey used to come to London and you'll be happy if you pay him £2,000 per show. Now you can't get Whiskey to come to London for even £15,000 per show. He won't do it. It's to him it's like, are you like taking a piece or like are you insulting me? So as audience, we've given him the opportunity to be able to have that because we are proud of the fact that we can produce an artist like Whiskey. Because now, unfortunately, which is true, we look at Americans and we look at us and we on the same par with them now. So when you talk about Lil Wayne, we go, guess what? We go Davido. When you're talking about, I don't know, a pop like if you're talking about an R&B artist like, say, Chris Brown, we go, guess what? We go Star Plus. Oh, sorry, we go, they're broken up now, but what's his? Rude Boy. We go Rude Boy. And now we get proud when we go anywhere and we hear the Afrobeat song getting played. You're like, dude, you have no idea how much even I get shocked when I'm looking around and I'm pulling up and you see this guy in a car. He's all white and he's playing "If I Tell You, Say I Love You." Purple white all the way. I'm like, that's what's up. That's my country guy. And he's not only playing it, he's singing along with it. Like Asians, like proper Asians that probably don't even know how to speak English, to be honest.
But
but they're singing these songs.
What's it called? Drogba was played everywhere.
Yeah.
Why you doing like Joanna? Yeah, the song is actually called Drogba. But
yeah, no one knows about that. Everyone knows about Joanna. Joanna.
It was everywhere.
So when you look at it, based on that, we are too proud to even sit down and go, hold on, what's in this music? What are you telling us?
Look, it's like where we started from, right? As much as the Shutter fans will like to always back their guy. This track was average.
The track was below average, bro.
I'll call it below average. I'll say it's average.
Way below average.
And for
just like what we just discussed right now.
For his caliber, and then for how long he's had to make this track.
You know what? Let me tell you something.
He should have even released it.
Nah.
He should have just let it be.
You know what we need to have? We need to have the Afrobeat police. That's what we need to have.
That'll be a show.
We need to have the Afrobeat police.
That'll be a show, isn't it?
That basically go through all the tracks that get released and go, nah, that's, bruh, I know you want to make money and I'm not trying to take food from your plate, but you need to
go back to the studio.
You need to own your craft because like
That actually be a good show. You know?
yeah, you need to have the Afrobeat
police. You know, you listen to the track, you analyze it, and then you go trash or
yeah,
Or
trash or heat. Put it that way.
Yeah,
Trash or heat. Like, is this a heat or is this going in the bin? That's
actually, that would be a good show.
show.
I'll watch that,
Yeah, we need to have the Afrobeat
especially if
police
somebody can analyze.
what exactly? If you don't want to get some idiot to that.
No, you gotta get people that actually know music.
Basically, you gotta get people that actually understand like the Afrobeat, that could break down the cadence of the Afrobeat, that could basically look through each kind of like records and say, okay, well, I understand the lyrics. Like, if you want to talk about rap in Afrobeat, then obviously Sarkodie and MI we can argue is better, but you know. You can't really.
Let's move on.
Is better than mine, but we can do that. And also, if you're talking about the so-called dancehall, then you can look at Shatawale, Stonebwoy, and look at what they do, look what it is. Then start creating some sort of structure that the fans can actually gauge tracks by. Because at the moment, anything goes, which is why 95% of records that come out of Afrobeat is literally about
Trash.
sleeping with a girl. Or making a girl rich. Like, chop my money. It's literally about that.
Oh Lord.
I mean, only MI maybe. Even maybe Sarkodie. Nah, actually only MI. Well, the track with Castro was a substance track, I think.
Yeah, it was. And that was about anything like what's it called? His last song, Ofecho, like by Sak, he's talking about the fact that when you start up, people will always be like, you can't do something, you can't achieve.
Yeah.
And then when you do it, now they're still hating. They're like,
like just look at the females. Look at what they do.
Don't do that. Let's
Look
wrap
at the
up.
females. Look at what they're doing. Look at the males. Look at. I mean, okay. So Davido.
Is it you, blood?
So Davido probably uses the love because he sits in the love area. Like, he sits in the women lyric area, but he uses it to give you substance in love. Mm-hmm. Like, if I tell you, say I love you or fall, like, if you look at some songs, you go, well, I get
Even
that.
assurance is actually.
I get that, but dude, like, that is tiring. Though. Like, you keep giving us the same thing in different areas. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, if you listen to Teeny, whatever her name is,
she's
her first song. No, she's got a voice, but her first song, like, what the hell is that about?
yeah, I know. Like, she's trying to play the lesbian thing, but we
No, she was. Come on, dude, the song was about her chasing the boy, innit?
Yeah, but she's dressed like.
I know.
She's trying to play.
And
the
just
lesbian
wrap
thing.
up. Like, I'm tired of
You
this.
keep saying wrap up, like he's over.
Because I'm gonna have to cut this into
You
two.
probably said that like over 50 times already. Just
Yes,
wrap up. Yeah,
because
people-
now I'm gonna have to cut this into a two
Yeah,
episode.
well, people like the boss is spoiled. I go wrap up. Like, I could talk about this all day long because, like I said, we need the hip hop police. We need the Afrobeat police.
You see where this guy listens to, he's not out here, championing Afrobeat. He's out here being a sellout.
Call me a seller, call me a selling. I don't care. Either way, at least put a sell in front of it. Like, sell out, selling, whatever. The point is, we need an Afrobeat police. And these guys, like, in my own opinion, anyways, like, Afrobeat has done so much for our continent. Like, it really has.
Yeah.
Like, it absolutely has. Like guys now are buying houses. Like, things you
Forgiving the band.
It's making people earn a living, bro. Like, people are really earning a living out
I don't
here.
even care about earning
Oh,
a
I
living
do
there.
because we're broke out there.
No, but you see, there's a thing.
We're rich, but individually we're broke. Like,
again-
our government and the so-called people in power are just sucking us dry. But now we have a bit of creativity that we can use to make money that doesn't cost that much.
Yeah, but like I'm more talking about even the image of the continent, because the thing is,
Well,
right,
it's changed the image
until
slightly.
maybe about 2010 when Africa hosted the World Cup, like in South Africa, and then Ghana managed to get to the quarterfinals, or even maybe 2002 when Senegal beat France. Football was one of the easiest way that we're trying to change the image of the continent, but that was so
But that wasn't
mediocre.
working.
But that's what I'm
It wasn't
saying.
working
Yeah,
at
because
all.
that's what I said. Like, once in a while, something pops up. But Afrobeat have given the continent a whole different new image.
Because it connects people together. Football connects just a few people together, and then it becomes an individual sport where, because with football it was talent, and the talent was so real, and there's only a few people that can make it. Like, because everybody in Africa plays football. Like, if you're a guy, like, at least you rarely find a guy that don't play football. Okay, and the reason why that is because you know you can make it. When you look at Bafemi Martins, when you look at Osama Jan, when you look at the days of Rashidi Yakini or Kocha.
Even Igalo now. Igalo claims he used to be.
Abedi Pele and all that. So you as a young boy, you have a dream of doing that, but everybody knows like
George Weah came out of football and now he's the president of Sierra Leone.
Yeah, but it's a one in a lifetime shot. Like everybody wants to play, but you have to be extremely special and placed in the right position to be able to get that.
Yep.
But now, bro, you could just you find your secret. You even steal the laptop. It's okay.
You don't even need to steal one.
No, but I'm just saying if you get
your phone.
No, but nah. You still need a laptop. Like,
no, my guy. Look, people are doing it on their phones here, and
then
put it on YouTube.
I don't know.
There's this kid, right? The last time I wanted to actually talk to you about, like he raps. I think okay, maybe as a foot through the door, you could do that. You could see that he's copying the sack, but he put his stuff out there, and now he's already doing shows. He's a secondary school. He's in secondary school.
This is exactly my point. Like maybe you're right. You could do on a
take
your phone and put it somewhere. People see you. They put you in the studio. So that's what Afrobeat is done for the individuals in the continent. Now everybody believes
I got some.
I could do this too.
Which is also problematic. And it's turned into the football thing. That's why we befriend people like Patapar with their nonsense.
No, but we can say whatever we want about Patapar. But here's the thing. His life has changed.
Extreme. Then I moved from his region. And now he lives in the capital.
Not just only him. Let's look if
all
you
the
look
people
at
around
impact,
him.
all the people around him. His family members.
Although he's a sellout.
Yo, but it doesn't matter. The point is...
The guy had an opportunity to marry an African queen.
It doesn't matter.
Hook up with an African. He went all the way to Germany to pick up a white girl.
We all have dreams.
Of course, he's a sellout.
We all have dreams. Call it whatever you want. We all have dreams, okay? But the point is now he can accomplish his dream. Like he can, are you kidding me? But the past probably been dreaming of kissing a white girl and he thought his dream never come true. Like, what are you talking about?
He's got a whole white girl.
Music got him there and you say he shouldn't pick a white girl? Like, are you kidding me? He looks at those things on TV, he's like, Germany, where's Germany? Now one man is in Germany, and not only is he in Germany, the white girls are going, Patapa!
Patapeezy. That's why he changed his name, innit?
Patapeezy. And you going what? The guy should not do what? Did you go, I'm a true Ghanaian man. What are you talking about?
Nah, it's a sellout, man.
Call him a seller. I'm sure he's happy, smiling. Went to the bank into these white girls' houses and going, yeah, call me sellout. You Ghanaian people, you still there? It's Banku. Well, that's what Afrobeat is done, bro. Afrobeat is done that.
Yeah. And well, it's changed Patapar's life.
It's not only Patapar's life.
And he's gone international because a German girl saw him.
For that reason, we have to say thank you to whoever people that brought that up. Like, because I remember when robbery, stealing.
What you trying to say? Afrobeat have made robbery good.
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't have facts for this, but I can tell you that it's definitely done that. It's definitely done that because before people were joining this robbery, like armed robbery and stuff, because they felt like there was no other option. But Afrobeat is placed that option on the table. Now everybody's a manager. Now everybody has the artist that they're managing. Now everybody's a producer. Because it gives you something to do.
Jesus Christ, you just keeping this thing long. And I'll say one more thing, and I'm not gonna say anything anymore.
I'm the only one having this conversation.
There's this guy that's called Famia, right? And he actually got a huge track in Ghana anyway. Nothing I Get.
Yeah.
I think last year also. And it's huge. Like, he's actually a good musician. I'll give it to him anyway. And his manager, this dude blew up here. And he ditched the guy.
Yeah.
So now the manager is a little bit sour. He's a little bit pissed. He got a new artist, right? You know, when he signed
the life out of
No. He had a contract with Famia anyway, but yeah. So you know what he did, right? He got a schnapp. He got some eggs.
That voodoo crap, if you don't go, trust me, you ain't going nowhere.
If you go and hit and you're going to ditch me,
then this is what's gonna happen to you.
Because the sad thing is, Famia is a hit, and he's now enjoying the limelight, and he's probably enjoying the money because of the shows. He's coming out here doing shows. While this manager is probably still stuck in wherever he was, and he probably paid for the guy to be in studios and stuff. Anyway, so no, of course I understand that,
because someone like Davido, it's got writers. Tiny, Timmy,
Is it teeny tiny?
whatever you want to call her. She came out of writing for Davido.
Oh, okay.
That's how she got her shot. Like the producers now, Malik Berry came out of producing for Wizkid, and then he became his own artist. Like now we have people that believe just sit in a bedroom with your Fruit Loops, because that's the software you use for if you don't have anything, you can just download Fruit Loops.
That's how you know some of us are now what's it called? Music producers say I thought it was a cereal, but anyway.
No. I bet if I mention Cubase now, you're gonna go. I thought that's a drop. Like if with your Fruit Loop or you have a Cubase or you do whatever, you can make a beat and you make a beat. And now people are selling like Afrobeat producers now are making like what $1,000, $2,000 per beat.
Yeah, it could.
And they're actually selling their beats internationally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's done so much for the continent where you go. Even your own parents will say, well, my son is doing music. Yeah. You see Davido. We keep praying every day for him to hit like Davido.
It's a prayer point at the church. Anyway.
So, like, yeah, I mean, for me personally, I think we need an Afrobeat police. We do. And I think we're going to get that into works and make that happen. But anyways, people, like you can tell, definitely tell, I'm dragging too long because Nana is tired of telling me wrap it up. So I'm
A whole hour, 40 minutes, people.
I'm just gonna do that. It's Afrobeat. I love this crap.
So if this one is not cut into two and you manage to get up here, thank you.
Yeah, listen, I love this craft of Afro. I really do, and I think it's time people that at least have some knowledge or are interested in having knowledge about analyzing and scrutinizing this should get involved in it, because this is a lot of this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We just haven't started yet. We're just about hitting the iceberg. We haven't even done anything. You haven't talked about clothing line. You haven't talked about structured record labels. You haven't talking about putting on shows for artists that, like Rihanna did with the 7/7 tour, that she made so much money from. You haven't talked about a lot of stuff. You haven't talked about TV shows that's come out of this. You haven't talked about Davido acting. You haven't talked about all this sort of stuff. So the future is bright, like really bright, except we have corruption and all that kind of stuff, which
Yeah, but
is probably
that works everywhere.
it's probably
in
going
the
to
world,
get
isn't
into it and destroy the whole thing. But hopefully we're not going to let it happen. hopefully we're
it?
not.
Or they won't let that happen. You know? But the thing is,
Because imagine Banky W making so much money off Wizkid before you let him go. Imagine that.
the
Imagine Don Jazz is just chilling and making money off this all these young artists.
Yeah, but look, it's the good thing about Afrobeats now, and this is where I guess if you have a little bit of money, it probably comes in. And personally, maybe I have to go invest in this. Like
I think you should. I think we should. I think we should get some artists like a show Sarkodie, the Sack Nation. We show him how to do it, manage people properly. Because he's not managing anybody.
No, but that's the point. But like think about the inception when hip hop, took over. When the bad boys.
Let's
when
talk
the,
about some history with hip hop.
No,
and
we're
I
not
think
gonna-
we need white people.
My guy.
I think we need white people.
we got two.
Because white people made hip hop big in America. You know what I mean? They put the money in there.
But that's what I said. But
I think we need white people with Africa.
No. But that's also
Which is crazy. We should
but
never do that.
But that's
we should never
where
let that get to that.
that's where the hip hop also most of the issue with 360 deals also came. But what I'm talking about now.
Yeah,
is,
but it's already 360 doing Afrobeat already.
of course,
Believe
there
me,
is.
they're
But
raping
of course,
people with Afrobeat.
I'm saying it's not a good thing. But what I was talking about is like if you look at the clothing labels, like your Fat Farms, your Baby
G-Unit?
Fats, your G-Unit is even
Rockaware?
G-Unit is. That's what I was gonna say. Rockaware in those days, Fubu, and those kind of stuff. What I'm saying is like you look at those aspects came in where the clothing,
Comedy came out of hip hop.
Def Jam comedies,
Yeah.
thanks to Russell, Russell Simmons.
comedy came
That's
out.
what I'm saying, and because it
Like,
became
why are we
all
not
linked.
doing this in Africa though?
That's why I said I
Why
need the
not?
money to actually I have to start talking to investors and start
Why
doing
are we
this.
not doing this?
But if you think about it, they had it was a whole industry on its own.
Yeah, but
and
different people saw it different from different angles.
I know,
but it was still deriving
it was from the
that,
same
yeah.
source. And if you look at Afrobeats, right? Afrobeats is almost ripe
It's
for that
still
kind of situation,
at the
and it's not
infant
there
stage,
yet.
and so-
And that's
yeah.
why I said if I need to go invest.
Oh,
Maybe I'm not
we
giving
need
my
to
game.
talk off.
I'm
We
not
need to
giving
talk
offline. Yeah, we need to do.
We
that.
need to talk offline, bro. They're giving so much out, like it's ridiculous.
I know.
Like,
And these
I
people
just
won't even
talk
give me
about
credit
the
anyway.
Afrobeat police.
Yeah, these people won't even give me credit.
They wouldn't.
Yeah, of course. It'd be like, that so-called guy with dreadlocks and tattoos. I'm not gonna mention names out here claiming he's the best since Fela
it's a slash
Kuti. But
break.
anyway, it is what it is.
No, but like, yeah, we need to have a lot more conversation around this and start opening a window into that world of Afrobeat and hopefully get to the doors and get to the building and see what this is, because I
Dude,
think the future is bright.
With the
Because
right
Wiz
amount.
Kids, Davido,
Okay.
even the band that's no longer making music, their life is changed forever,
Bro,
unless they decide
with the right
make
amount
it
of
go.
money, right? What you can
You don't
do
even
with
need
Afro, but
but you don't even need a lot of money, bro.
you don't need a lot. That's why I
because
said
you
the right
just
amount.
started.
That's why I said the right amount.
Yeah.
The reason I said the right amount is, at the moment, if you look at, as you're saying, because there's a bit of money in
And
there.
what about soundtracks? No one's even talking about that. You make a movie, you do soundtracks. You know how much money artists make off soundtracks.
Well,
like-
not-
But you know what? Let's wrap up. I'm getting too excited about this. People, thank you so much for joining us. This has been a great show. I've learned a lot. I usually don't say this, but on this show, I've unraveled and learned a lot from this show. I've learned that as an African, I should really be proud of what we've created. I'm not proud of a lot of things in my continent. I'm really not. Like, to be honest with you, like those that listen to this podcast know that I'm really not. I'm really not the type that definitely like go crazy about what we come up with in Africa. But Afrobeat is something that I'm really, really proud of. I mean, which we have to give credit to Fela Kuti and Co and the people that came, our forefathers. But where it is right now, I don't even think it started. I think it's about to become even more bigger.
it's about to go down.
It's really about to go down. And if the wrong people get involved, it's definitely going to go way down than expected. So we need to get the right people involved, people. But thank you so much for listening to us. This has been a Wahaala Boy podcast. And this has been a lovely, lovely episode.
Long ass episode.
But lovely, lovely episode. Up until next time, thank you very much. Peace.